listening to The Brett Davern Show, live daily on Adobe Radio.
I think it's a thing that we could start doing every Tuesday.
I hate it.
I think it's fun.
I hate it.
I didn't start it.
I don't support
it.
I don't support it.
You're actually doing it right now.
I'm not at all.
You're
I'm just
being
disagreeing.
That'd be fun. Listen, he came in and started it. I thought it was funny. You don't think it's funny?
Not at all.
Are you too thin-skinned to be able to handle it?
I don't like that kind of humor. I don't think it's funny. I think
don't
it's
like
just
that kind
hateful.
of humor, Brett. What? Hateful? It's not hateful. It's all in good fun, like a roast. You know what I mean? Like if they did a roast of you on Comedy Central. Sick Burn Tuesday, I think it's fun. Just like everyone's like wait, how did it start? I was in here. Oh yeah, we're doing construction on the back wall here, hanging the posters differently. And then I was like, how's that look? Or does that how did it start? Wait, Dan, how did it start?
Brett said, "What looks weird?" Or like he's like, "It's not."
No, I was like,
perfect."
does that look ugly or something like that?
Something like that. And I said, "Your face."
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, and then we started
Looks
doing
weird.
sick burns everywhere, and I was like, Sick Burn Tuesday. That'd be fun. You can't handle it,
There
though?
was only one sick burn. And it was mine.
No, there were more sick burns after that.
There were more.
You can't repeat them on the air. So you don't want to do this?
It's not my favorite choice.
Why? Do you think it's real? It's not real. It's all for
I know
fun.
it's not real. It just, at some point, it becomes real.
Does it?
At some point, it becomes real.
Like your face.
It's Sick Burn Tuesday on the Brett Davern Show.
It's a thing.
No, it's not. Brought to you by Nice Guy Digital on Adobe Radio and recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California.
Just like your mom.
That doesn't even make sense.
Sick burn. Hashtag Sick Burn Tuesday.
On today's episode, Brett's in a mood, guys. Pray for us. Brad Gray from the new Netflix show On My Block. And writer Lamont Magee
Hold
on the phone.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Brett Gray.
I did mean to say Brett, but I wrote Brad, and I read my script like I'm Ron Burgundy.
Are you sick burning me by sick burning Brett?
I guess so.
His name is Brett. There's going to be 2 Bretts on the show today.
I know, I'm very excited.
All right.
I'm very excited. I have so much to say. Let's get to the guy who's graduated high school 3 times.
That's me.
Your new best friend.
Yep.
Brett Davern.
Brad Davern.
I thought about doing it.
Listen up, everybody. This is our show. Thank you for telling your friends about us and engaging with us on social media. We love you. If you want to shout out a friend, shout at us or with us, you can call the show anytime, 1-888-99-IDOBI. The email for the show is bdsfans@idobi.com, like Brett Davern Show, BDS. Or if you want to join the conversation, you can just text us. Just put that address, bdsfans@idobi.com, into iMessage or any text messaging where you usually enter a phone number. Compose your text and press send. It ends up on this iPad in front of me. Once again, that address is bdsfans@IDOBI.com. You know, what should the emoji of the day be, Katie, on Sick Burn Tuesday? Well, it should be the fire.
Fire. I was going to say fire, yeah.
Send us that fire emoji. First one to send it wins a prize, which is nothing.
Our love and affection.
But it's all in good fun. And it just lets us know that you're listening. All right, lots of show to get to today on Sick Burn Tuesday. But before we get to all of it, hello, Boy Wonder.
Hello, Brett. I think the viewers should send in a sick burn with their flame for extra points.
Ooh, extra points.
That's a terrible idea.
It's not a
See,
burn.
that's how... It's not?
I don't think so.
Hello, Matadocious.
I'm actually in studio today.
Yay! We wish you weren't. See? Hashtag sick burn. and Katie LeClaire.
I love all of you with all of my heart. It's national.
We think the opposite about you.
I'm sure.
Oh! How am I going to tell people to be nice and be kind to each other at the end of the show?
You yell at us for an hour every day and then tell people to be kind to each other. That's every day.
I do want to point out, though, before you get to the national holiday, because someone did point out online, they were like, okay, he yells at everyone all day long and then tells each other to be kind. Here's the thing. I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling that Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are not a candy bar.
I agree with that.
I'm not being mean or I'm not being unkind.
Yeah.
There's a line here in the sand, and I don't usually cross it.
And today we might.
Exactly. But it's all in good fun. But I'm never trying to be unkind, though, in my making an argument or whatever. So, Katie, national holiday?
It's National Dentist's Day.
Ugh.
It's also national. Oh, Dan has a dentist story, actually.
Not a fan of dentists. Well, I actually don't mind dentists. I've never been afraid of them or anything.
It's also National Frozen Food Day, which I think is kind of ironic that those two things are on the same day.
Well, you want to get Dan's dentist story on the other side of the break, or what do you want to do?
We're going to call Lamont on the other side.
I know, but you brought up his story, and now we're going to leave everybody hanging.
That's what we do here.
That's the sickest burn of all.
Oh, God. Brett loves my playlist today, including the pre-show playlist.
This is a song.
Brett loves Yellow Card.
I don't think I can say the name of this song on YouTube.
Dang it.
Dag nabbit. These are those three boys from Blink-182. Turn it up.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
You're listening to The Brett Davern Show with that other guy from that one show on MTV. Yeah, you know, Brett Davern on Adobe Radio.
Hello?
Hello. Hold on.
Hold on. We're on the air.
Are you guys on?
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
I'm actually listening to you.
Well, you'll hear us in about
hold on.
30 seconds. There's like a 30-second delay.
It's in case somebody has too sick of a burn.
Lamont Mcgee is joining us on the telephone. Lamont is a dear friend of both Katie, well, Katie first, and then I got to know him through Katie, and now he's a dear friend of mine. And Lamont is a writer here in Hollywood. He writes the scripts.
He says he writes the words.
Mm-hmm.
I puts the words on the pages.
That's right. And he writes for a very popular show. This show is really taking off ever since its premiere. It's doing really, really well on the CW. Black Lightning, which airs tonight, 9 p.m. Tonight specifically is Lamont's episode. Is that right, Katie?
Yep.
So hopefully the show keeps going well.
Yes, they actually bring me in to destroy series. So
Okay.
Hopefully I fail tonight.
No, I just had to get a sick burn in there for Sick Burn Tuesday.
Oh, well, yeah.
Lamont, what can you tell us and tease for us in your episode? Or what is... Okay, well, hold on. Let's go back to the very beginning. Give the people out there a little bit of a taste of Hollywood and this machine and how it works. Because when we say your episode, I mean, what does that mean? Explain kind of how it works behind the scenes with like a writer's room and different writers and how an episodic kind of works like that. What does it mean when we say it's your episode?
Well, the show is run by Salim and Mara Brock-Akil, so they were nice enough to hire me to be part of their staff, and it's kind of a dream job being a kid who grew up in a bad neighborhood, dreaming about superheroes, to be writing about a superhero who protects bad neighborhoods. So that's kind of awesome. So the way writers' rooms work is they hire staff. There's the higher-ups, which are the more experienced people, the mid-level and the lower-level people. And we all sit in a room, and we basically pitch ideas back and forth until we get a coherent story. And the episode is assigned to a person, which is why tonight's my episode. And then the person goes off to try and not mess it up.
So you guys create the entire series at one point in time, like all together, all at once.
Well, at least
and then
the
that
season.
gets, the season rather. Yeah. And then that gets broken off into episodes and assigned to people.
Well, we usually do it week by week. So we do what's the year-long arc of all our characters. So what's the beginning, middle, and end for all the character runs. And then we do episode by episode. We just break it down one at a time. And our room started in May, and it just ended. So about 6 or 7 months for the 13 episodes we did. And it was best experience of my life.
Wow, that's amazing. So what happens tonight then in the episode? What can you tease for us?
Ooh, tonight, a lot of stuff happens. So I'm coming off an episode where if you haven't caught up, I don't want to spoil anything, so just watch it. But I come off an episode where a lot of things happen and the tone of the series kind of changes because a lot of discoveries are made in the episode previous to mine. So my episode just pushes that a little further, and there's a lot of action, a lot of twists and turns, and a lot of surprises, and you get more character development through my episode. So
nice.
You should tune in. It'll be fun. It's a party.
Who was your favorite superhero growing up?
Okay, so I was a DC guy, so I grew up watching the Super Friends on Saturday mornings because I didn't really get comic books till later. So DC stuff was the easiest stuff to get. So Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman were always on TV, like the Linda Carter Wonder Woman, the 66 Adam West Batman, and Superman, the old George Reeves black and white Superman was always on. So I fell in love with DC at an early age. Yeah. So I'm a DC guy to the heart, plus Spider-Man. If you're like a Marvel or DC guy, you'll get one for the other. So if you love Marvel, you'll get Marvel and Batman.
I don't know why people.
I'm all DC and Spider-Man.
I don't know why people always like have to pick either. I didn't even know growing up.
Are you a jet or a shark? You have to.
No, when I was growing up, I didn't even know there was a difference because I never kind of like Lamont was saying, like I never read comic books. It was more just like the TV and movies and like Christopher Reeve as Superman or whatever, you know? And so they don't really, I guess if I was really into it, I would have known that was a DC guy or whatever, Superman meaning. But I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I just thought they were all from comic books and comic books were just a thing on their own. I didn't know that there was these like two companies. So I've never like picked a side, and I didn't know that you had to, and I really don't think that you have to. Like if you like Superman, that's
like
cool, and if you like Iron Man, go for that too. Yeah, those are on opposing sides,
that's
right?
Great. That is a very, very lovely, naive way to look at the comic book.
Sick burn, Lamont. Sick burn.
Why do I have to pick a side though? Explain it to me. Like why? Why does it matter?
People just like to pick sides.
They
just go in on picking sides, which is bad, but it happens. It's just the reality of it. So, and they like to compare, especially because there are a lot of characters who are similar that got stolen from the other person.
Oh,
like
sure.
There's Namor and there's Aquaman. The same character.
Who's Namor?
But they just do them differently. Namor is basically Aquaman, but like Darth Aquaman. He's the DC version. He's very, very just moody. Let's call him moody. He's moody.
And this is why Lamont writes for a superhero show, and we don't.
Yeah,
because we don't know who that is.
And that's why you call me and you ask me questions, and I fill you in.
Exactly. Now, where does real quick, and then we'll go to, and then we got to let you go. But where does the X-Men fall in all of this?
Marvel.
Is that Marvel?
Marvel.
Oh, okay.
That's Marvel.
So
they're Marvel, and
okay.
they are one of the characters that they were part of the 60s, basically the revolution, because they were talking about social issues
Right.
through mutancy.
Kind of like the Star Trek of comic books.
Kind of like the what?
I was saying, like, kind of like how Star Trek came along and, like, through a fantasy world, we're able to, like, you know, point out things in our own society, kind of a deal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, that's
Love
cool.
me
That's
some
cool.
fantasy.
So so I do kind of like the X-Men, so maybe I do lean a little bit Marvel, but
You for sure
you
lean
know,
more Marvel.
truth, justice, and the American way. Superman will always have my heart, and
Aw.
Batman's cool. I mean,
Well,
come on.
see,
You know, there's I don't know. I can't
you're an
decide.
equal opportunity comic book lover. That's fine.
I am.
I'm here for you, Brett.
I am indeed. Well, all right, everybody. Tune in tonight, 9 p.m. Check out Lamont's episode of Black Lightning, but check out Black Lightning in general. The show is really good, and it's doing really well over there. You can follow the Writers Room, which Lamont was discussing on Twitter, at BL Writers Room. You can check out the show at Black Lightning on all social media, and Lamont himself is on social media at Lamont Magee. Magee is Magee. Did I miss anything, Lamont?
You did not, sir. Oh, I'm Instagram at LAMcgee33.
There you go. Check him out, everybody. Lamont, thanks for doing this, man, and maybe we'll check back in from time to time and see what's going on Black Lightning.
Congrats, friend.
Well, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys.
Love you too, man. Many congratulations, and everyone out there, go check out the show. Let's play some music, Katie.
Yep.
This is Miss Murder by AFI.
Bye, Lamont.
Bye, Katie.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
Keep up with all things Brett Davern Show on Twitter. At Brett Davern Show, IW Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Back. Here we are. Oh, yeah. Well, Katie, it's just, the thing is that I'm excited because it's not that often that we get another Brett in here.
It's true.
Double the Brett,
Double
double your
Brett.
fun, double the pleasure.
Double 2 T's. There's 4 T's in this room.
Brett, pull that microphone right up on your
cool.
face there.
Hello there.
Say hi to the people.
Hi, people. How
Brett
are you
Gray
today?
in studio, joining the show live this morning. The show is On My Block on Netflix. It comes out on this Brett, I'm pointing at myself, on this Brett's birthday.
Yeah.
March 16th. So, make sure to log on, everyone. Is that... Do I sound old enough?
I think it's log on. What do you do with Netflix?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What you do is you steal your
binge.
friend's password
do.
and then you...
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to say that. We can say that. You probably shouldn't.
Hey, listen, I'm
encourage
for the
that.
people. We're
Hey,
on my
listen,
block. I
as long
understand it
as
gets
people
hard
are watching,
sometimes.
what does it matter how they
Exactly.
found it? On My Block, premiering on Netflix March 16th. Brett Gray plays Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
The show is co-created and she's a producer and a writer and all these things.
And a director.
And directing a lot. Oh, yeah, she used to direct on Awkward all the time. Lauren Unerick.
Yes.
Who was the creator of Awkward. So we got a connection there. And then also Hal works on the show
Yes.
too, right?
Yes.
Who worked with us all the time on Awkward.
Yes.
I think every season.
He's the greatest.
Who is this Hal?
Is the great line producer.
Yes. He's our UPM.
UPM as
so-
well, yes.
Yeah.
I think he started as a line producer on Awkward, but then was UPM by the time it was over. Or maybe it was UPM the entire time. You know what?
Who knows,
I don't
right?
know.
No one
I
knows
get
what
all
Hal
that-
actually does.
I get all that
He
stuff
just-
confused.
He
you
makes
know what I
it
know?
all happen.
You know what I know?
Exactly.
I know that Hal handles stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what I know.
Yes.
But so that's really cool. So we got a connection with that. So how's it going over there?
Honestly, it's awesome.
Yeah?
The show is coming out in, I think we have like a week and a
know.
half left. So it's like we've been just hitting the ground running, sort of getting press going and trying to figure out a plan for the premiere. I don't know what everyone's wearing. So I'm like, that's my next stressed out moment is figuring that all out. But honestly, like it's been awesome.
When did so you were saying right before we went on the air here that you stopped shooting in October. So it's been some months now. Have you seen any of the show?
I've seen a little bit of the show.
Yeah.
Myself and Sierra, one of the other co-stars on the show, we came to LA just for fun one week, and Lauren ended up showing us a bunch of clips. And I think everyone is in for a wonderful ride. It's
very cool.
It's awesome. It
you
looks
got a
so
little
good.
taste.
Yeah.
Where are you from, or where
I'm
do you
from
live?
Philly, born and raised on the
You
playground.
still live over there?
I do.
Oh,
I
okay.
do.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm actually like based out of New York, but I just go back and forth. It's like an hour
lucky
and a half.
you.
Train ride.
Yeah.
Lucky
New York
you.
is so expensive. It's like hop over to Philly and just take
for
the hour
sure.
ride.
I used to live in New York. I lived there for about 4 years, and every once in a while we just jump on a bus or a train and go to Philadelphia and like have a bunch of fun.
Exactly.
What is it? Market Street?
Market
downtown?
Street.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Just
Market,
go down there
Broad,
and
Walnut.
have a blast.
Yeah.
I love that town.
It's a cool town.
Yeah, yeah. What can you tell us about the show itself, though? I mean, I'm sure it's good. All of Netflix stuff is good, and Lauren's great, so I'm sure it's going to be good. Snappy writing, I'm sure. But what else can we expect? I mean, get into more about like what the show's actually about.
So the show centers around these 4 teenagers, all entering sort of high school. So at a transition period in their lives.
Okay.
And one of our best friends, Caesar, played by Diego Tinoco, joins a gang.
Oh.
So we sort of all scramble to figure out a way to get him out of the gang.
Oh, wow.
He is secretly dating Monse, who is Sierra's character, which myself and Jason Janeo, who plays Ruby, do not know. So there's this sort of love, secrecy mixed with how do we get him out of the gang.
Gotcha.
It's super dramatic and super funny. And
What's the running time on each episode? Is it
30 minutes.
Oh, okay. So it's quick.
Yep, 30 minutes, 10
All right.
episodes, so easily digestible.
And
easy
is
to binge.
it? It's interesting because my brain with Lauren just goes immediately to comedy. I'm sure there's funny elements.
Yes.
Knowing her.
So,
but is it? Would you classify it as a comedy?
I would classify it definitely as a comedy. I would say a dramedy, but heavier on the comedy side. It's also written by Eddie Gonzalez and Jeremy Haft, who did the most recently the Tupac movie All Eyes on Me.
Oh,
so
sure.
It brings the drama and the impact, and also Lauren is so witty and quick.
No,
you don't even see the jokes coming.
She's good at giving you your medicine with the sugar on the side.
Exactly.
For sure. That was the best part of Awkward is that it was always, it sort of lived in this like over the top world of high school with the situations and sort of the situational comedy, but it was always able to dive into and pick apart these like real issues that these kids are dealing with, maybe sometimes on a heightened level, but in a way that it was digestible for people watching, and I think that's why it was important and why it was a success.
Right.
And
definitely the same for this show.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I know they were super inspired by like 16 Candles and all the John Hughes films,
yeah.
The Goonies. So it is super over the top sort of situational comedy, but at the center of it deals with like these heavier issues.
Well, you have
like,
to ground it in some sort of reality,
Exactly.
and then that's what gives people sort of a center to hold on to, and the audience. I mean, is it a period piece? Does it take place modern?
No, it takes place 2018.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a fictional town called Free Ridge.
Oh, okay.
But it's just South Central Los Angeles,
Right. Okay. So it is kind of in an urban environment.
Right.
Then. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Interesting. Cool. What can you tell us about Jamal specifically?
Jamal
Who's this guy?
Jamal's crazy. He's a like sort of high strung, over the top. He's a lunatic, but he really loves his friends.
Yeah.
And he over the season he sort of finds his sort of self confidence, and he is really interested in this sort of neighborhood conspiracy. There's this thing about this gang that they buried some sort of money from this roller skating rink in the town. So he's
Really?
like, I'm going to find the money and I'm going to buy Caesar out of the gang.
There's
That's his
your
plan.
sort of Goonies element right there.
So,
a treasure hunt.
Exactly. So when his friends sort of go off and do their own thing and sort of leave him underappreciated, he goes on this hunt for this treasure to see if he can help his friends. So
I'm excited for this show, man.
Same. I can't wait for everyone to see it. It's like
that's so cool. How many episodes?
10.
10 episodes, and is Netflix, I'm sure they're doing that thing where they just put them all out there on the same day.
All out at one time, same
so
day.
you can just binge it all.
Yeah, I think it comes out at like 8 a.m. or something. I may be wrong. But
10, that's half hour, so that's like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, please. People will be through this thing in the first night.
Exactly.
Oh, it's
Exactly.
so awesome. It's got to be kind of cool, Katie, and I'm thinking about this in real time because I've never thought about this before, but the way that now you can literally watch an entire season in one sitting. I mean,
Right.
5 hours is a bit.
Right.
Stop.
Just
Take a pee break, then go back to it.
It's just like watching 2 superhero movies.
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting for you, Brett, though, to be able to, and for everyone, for the producers, for everyone, you're going to get feedback on an entire season, possibly in 1 or 2 days.
Exactly.
Rather than having it take 10 weeks
Exactly.
to figure out
Exactly.
how people were liking it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like that, man. And everything Netflix does is...
Incredible, right?
It has
so much original content.
magic
that's like-
dust
yeah.
sprinkled all over it. So, oh, that's cool, man.
They know the people to work with, I feel like.
Oh yeah,
They got it.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's cool. Let's take a break, and then I want to get into Rise.
Yes.
On NBC. I want to
Okay,
talk
cool.
to you about that as well. And then also, you got an EP coming out.
I do.
All right. Well, don't tell us about it yet.
Hustler.
Okay, cool.
This is called a tease. I'm learning this whole radio host thing.
Right.
But we'll talk about all of that stuff on the other side of the break and more things too. It's Sick Burn Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
So if you can think of any sick burns.
Okay.
I'm not good at them.
Let it
Please
fly.
help me.
Either. I'm not a burn person. But
In the meantime, this is When I Come Around by Green Day.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
The Brett Davern Show's not only an awesome radio show, but you can watch episodes for free on YouTube. YouTube.com/The Brett Davern Show. Adobe Radio.
All right, so we were talking about it. You what? Oh. This is me on awkward. Katie likes to do this without telling me.
Yep. I do. It's my favorite.
That's your boy singing in the background. Yeah.
Sing.
All right. That's enough of that. We were talking.
Jake.
Yeah, we were talking during the break about Bretts.
Yes.
And our love of Bretts.
And our love of Brett's, yes.
Bretts are always good guys.
Right. And
I think Lauren knows something out there. She likes to work with Bretts, and that's because, especially Bretts with
Only
T's.
2 T's. Only
That's
2
right.
T's.
Never trust a Brett with 1 T.
No, I think it's imbalanced, and
I totally agree.
There's something off, sort
I
of.
couldn't agree more. 5 letters leaves 1 in the middle. 4, you got 2 on either end, which is balanced, but
It just doesn't look the same on
right.
paper.
It looks incomplete.
Yeah.
So they're left to overcompensate for something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know what, Katie? Exactly.
That hits
correct.
the T on the head.
Boom!
That wasn't
That wasn't a
exactly.
burn,
it wasn't a
but
sick
that was
burn,
like
but it does
a
work.
pun.
It does work out. You were saying that you don't think. Oh no, you had met one other Brett.
One other Brett wasn't
And-
a good guy,
but it was the 1
but it was
T.
the 1
Okay.
T. So I had to give him. It's
That's
the
right.
benefit of the doubt.
That's
when you
right.
have the 1 T.
Well, from
He was
now
born
on,
with the problem.
now you'll know 2 T's.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
If I happen across any other Bretts, I've literally
I know it
you're
is
the
pretty
second
rare.
Brett ever.
It's pretty rare. And what was it, Katie? Yesterday was find out what your name
What your name means, yeah.
Day, and it's Brett is just means
Britain,
from like
right?
Brittany or
Yeah.
whatever in France.
Brittany France.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm actually named my mom. My mom and my dad had an agreement that she got to name the firstborn, and then my dad, if they had more children, would get to name the next, and then they just alternate. And when I was born, you didn't know the gender before the baby came out. I'm old, Brett.
Right.
And my mom, growing up, when she was growing up, was a huge fan of the TV show Maverick, which was starring James Garner. They later made a movie with Mel Gibson, I think. But anyway, the character of Maverick's name, his first name is Brett. Brett.
Wow.
So she was a huge fan of that. So I am thus named after
You are Brett
the TV
Maverick,
character.
and Top Gun is your favorite movie of all time.
Exactly. I know. I've put that together too before. Brett, how did you get your Brett?
It was a complete mistake. My brother's name is Brandon.
There are
So
no
my
mistakes,
mom
Brett. You're
knew-
perfect.
True. Wow.
See, I can't burn.
It shouldn't be burn. It should be like feel good.
It's Katie spitting hot fire of truth day over there.
My mom, she just was looking for another B, and I think Brett was just the easiest. It was like the path of least resistance.
And how many kids in your family?
Just us two.
Just you two, Brandon and Brett.
Brandon and Brett.
My brother and I are Brett and Brian.
Oh, see?
What is going on?
I know. It's like we were all on a similar wave.
Katie, your parents didn't do that, did they? No.
No, but my mom named all of us so that the last sound in our name was an E sound, so that people had to smile when they said our
Oh,
names.
I love that.
So the people had to
Katie.
smile.
Isn't
Wow.
that adorable?
That is the most Katie
Denny,
thing I've ever
Jody,
heard. Ever.
Katie.
Yeah.
Oh my
Isn't that
gosh.
adorable?
That's all, now that I know that all my friends with the E names that I don't want to smile, I'm just not going to say the end.
I
Kate.
find a lot of there's a lot of, I mean, I'm not breaking any new ground or breaking any news here, but a lot of people I meet who have brothers and sisters, it's all the first letter thing.
Yeah.
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 Crazy. What is people doing?
I feel like not anymore. I feel like now with sort of the advent of like celebrities
Right,
naming their children
right.
after like
Apple.
others.
Naming their
That, like,
their kids
people-
Curtain.
Yeah.
Curtain and drapes.
I've met like a Sheila and a Jonah.
Right.
And they're both girls. And
See,
I'm
that's
like,
what
whoa.
that's what we did. I have two kids, and it's a girl and a boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say their names on the air. I never have. I'll tell you after we're done.
Mm.
But we went. It's not that. There's no alliteration
Mm-hmm.
going on or anything like that, and we steered clear of it.
Right.
It was a choice we made actually too. We were like, do we want to do that? And we were like, nah.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I feel like it's sort of a generational thing, and now it's like we can be creative and do whatever we want.
So we just named them the boy and the girl.
Yes.
That's what we did.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very Hollywood of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's viral worthy.
I would like to see more celebrities doing what I was saying, like curtain and drapes, like just picking a theme and then sticking to it.
Yes.
Furniture is good.
Yeah.
Or like if they did all colors or all places. Or
See?
I
There
know
you go.
there's a full family I know. Listen to me, guys. There's a girl, great person. Her name is Your Highness.
Okay.
Her sister's name is Your Majesty. Her brother's name is Noble.
Really?
And her mother's name, Courtney. Like how? She said, I'm going to name my children after the royal sort of
No, hold on.
Theme.
Court. A court.
A court.
A royal
That's what I'm
court.
saying. People
Courtney.
don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Courtney
it's a royal court.
It's like,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's holding court.
She's
She's holding
court.
court with her.
I'm full of them. I'm full of them.
All right. That's enough of that.
I'm banging the table. I don't even care.
I'm banging. Okay. Brett, let's get into so on my block once again. Everybody comes out March 16th. Make sure to check it out.
Please.
Sounds like a half hour. By the way, is the way that I love consuming
Same.
television. It ups
For
the
sure.
pace. It keeps
Same.
everything moving. So it's going to be a nice watch for everybody out there. A quick watch, and I'm sure action-packed. So everybody check it out. March 16th, on Netflix. But also, there's this show that I've been seeing billboards for
I know.
everywhere.
Whoa.
All over this town of ours. Rise. On NBC, which is produced by... Go ahead.
Jeffrey Seller, who is the executive producer of Hamilton, and sort of his team.
What's that?
I know,
No,
right?
Hamilton's,
I've never heard. I think it's some sort of.
It's like a
play.
docudrama, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's not super popular.
It's a play?
It hasn't gained a lot of sort of traction.
Are they still doing plays?
in the world?
I haven't heard of one recently.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Yeah, no. But
No, Hamilton, of course, the Broadway sensation, written by Lin-Manuel Miranda and about all the founding fathers and things. So if you haven't heard of Hamilton, you're living under a rock, and I'm
Yeah.
going to stop telling you
big
what Hamilton
rock.
is
A
because
boulder.
you should definitely know what that is. Okay.
Exactly.
So Rise, being produced by some of the guys who were behind that.
yes, also Jason Katims. who
Oh, okay.
is behind Parenthood and Friday Night Lights.
Sure.
Which
Wow.
I've learned that there is a huge following behind all of these shows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had no idea.
Oh, big time.
None
Big
whatsoever.
time. Katie's obsessed with Friday Night Lights.
Sure am.
And my
Really?
mom is obsessed with Parenthood.
Wow. Yeah, my friend Erin on the show, she's obsessed with Friday Night Lights. So
Yeah.
So
she's, like,
good.
living
Have you
her
watched
dream.
it?
I've not seen
incredible.
anything.
So now Rise hasn't premiered yet?
No, March 13th.
Oh,
So it's
man.
gonna be a big week for me.
Woo, Brad.
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
Brett, why do you keep
It's the
doing
Brett.
that?
It's the two T's. It's the
There's
secret
one
sauce.
Brett in my life.
All right.
Now there's two.
Oh, yay.
Anyway, so March 13th,
March
Rise
13th.
on NBC,
Yes.
and then
About that.
3
After
days
This
later.
Is Us, the season finale.
Oh, what a great lead-in, too.
Nice
Good
lead-in for you
lead-in,
guys.
right?
So Rise, though, help me understand this, because I'm seeing all the billboards, I'm seeing the promos. High school kids. Centers around a high school. It looks like it centers around sort of a high school theater department. Is that right? It looks like there's a theater teacher.
Right.
But then I'm seeing the guy in the locker room with his shoulder pads on, singing and rapping and stuff. So what is this show? Is it a musical? Is it an opera? What is this?
I did the pilot, and then right after that, I sort of was sprung into On My Block and didn't get a chance to finish the full season out.
Right.
But from what I know, it's about sort of a town that's been down on its luck and sort of struggling in terms of like politics and family wise. There's some struggles going on in this town. It's called Stanton, and there's this high school, and centers around this girl played by Auli Icravalo, who is Moana. Yes, her name is Lilette, and she.
All I ever hear around my house is that girl's voice.
I love.
Oh, the boy is
her voice.
obsessed with Moana.
I could watch Moana every day. Actually,
It's pretty great.
It's sort of a guilty pleasure of mine, actually.
It's beautiful.
I know.
It's literally beautiful
Some
to
of
look
those
at.
sequences, I'm like,
Yeah.
is this even animation? No, but it's centered around this girl who is in this school. She's sort of a misfit and sort of an outcast, and has trouble sort of connecting to people. And this teacher named Lou Mizzou, who takes over the theater department of the high school and decides that he's going to push sort of the boundaries of this town and do Spring Awakening, which is, of course, we know, just sort of an adult show.
Yeah, adult show, great show.
Great show.
Music is
Great music.
incredible.
Not the show to do in this town.
Yeah.
So he casts. What I love so much about Rise is that the diversity and sort of the gender initiative is sort of there's no real cap on it. There's a transgender person in the show who gets a huge storyline that's awesome. I feel in terms of sort of. Visually just getting to see someone represented in that community. There's black people, there's Hispanic people, there's white people, there's everyone sort of amalgamated in this town basically, and sort of all at the basis of it is theater.
Sure.
So you get the football player who sort of gets mixed up in the two worlds.
But is he but specifically, okay, so there's all that, and all that's great, Brett.
Right.
Listen, that's fantastic. Melting pot. I'm with
Melting
you.
pot.
I love it.
Right.
But do they sing in the locker room? Is this a musical? What's
It's
happening?
not a musical.
It's not a musical.
The only music in the show actually
Is
is
during
when they're
the-
rehearsing Spring Awakening.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe
Interesting.
then just for the promo that they're running on NBC,
Yes.
they did sort of a musical
Yes.
promo. That's where I'm getting confused.
Yeah, I think they're really selling the music here.
I like that though, man. I like that. I mean, I think I liked seeing all this stuff on TV now. I like
A couple of theater
like you
nerds in the house here.
Oh,
Me
theater nerds.
too.
So
Yeah.
anything about theater. Also, the theater teacher, it looks like, is played by the dude from How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Who's-
Josh Radnor.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. His name was escaping me, but who's a great actor and
Awesome.
good guy, and just looks like a super talented cast. And I love any time you could tell a story about a small town, but you make that small town sort of a representation of America as a whole.
Absolutely.
And then you can sort of, have all these metaphors in there. And
Absolutely.
I, like we were saying, I love... Maybe this is old school of me. I'm not sure if it is, because it seems like it's what everyone's doing now. But I love taking my medicine with a little bit of sugar.
Same.
And so if you're teaching me something, if you're opening my eyes to something, or if you're, if you've got something to say, but you're saying it and there's some, kick butt music going on as well, there's the little bit of sugar for me. And I'm also learning something at the same time. I think that's art, man. That's where it lives.
Right.
It lives in
Right.
Oh man, side tangent.
No, do
everybody
it.
back up. Tangent. But I hear these people all the time just saying, I just want to turn my brain off and I just want to be entertained and I want to whatever. And look, I get it. You have a long day at work. You want to come home. You just want to turn on the TV. I understand. But that's the sugar.
Right.
Let me teach you a little something at the same
Exactly.
time. I'm not going to be in your face.
Right.
I'm not going to be over the top.
Right.
But you are going to learn something. And
Right.
for me, just my own opinion, my own personality, like I like to learn a little something along the way. And so I love that all these shows are being made.
Right. And I always say if you
Really
have
cool.
tension in your shoulder, you go get a massage. So like art should massage the problem.
I love
Do you know what
that.
I mean? It should
Yeah.
feel like a release and sort of like a shift in a
Well,
paradigm.
and if it's done well, if it's done by talented people, you know, Lauren or the producers of Hamilton or the other producers on my block who,
Eddie and Jeremy,
who are very talented as well. If it's done by smart, talented people, then it's not going to be in your face.
No.
And you're going to
Yeah.
digest these things that they're trying to, you know, not even educate you, but just show you.
Right.
Just, hey, look at this.
Which is why I
And
love
you
so
can make up
much
your own
too
mind,
that
you know?
On My Block is a comedy because
Yeah.
it could very easily be like
Right.
super dramatic, super
Right.
kind of almost scary
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
watch. But you know, sometimes in life things
and,
are
you know, I was gonna say dirty little secret, but it's not a dirty little secret. The beauty of comedy is that it allows you to open this window and people like they don't even realize
exactly
that they're
massaging the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
It allows the show as well to like get away with more as well because it's funny.
Right.
And so anyway, good stuff, man. Talk about the EP that's coming out soon. So you got to you first of all, I don't even know when you sleep or like
don't
if you're
sleep.
just a vampire or
I don't
something.
sleep.
And-
I always
yeah.
said I'm happy today because I get to wake up early. I'm always in the studio till like 4 a.m. or something.
So
I
you
know.
got these two shows, Rise on NBC coming out March
Yes.
13th, On My Block on March 16th,
Yep.
but then you also have a 7-song EP. When is
7-song.
that being released?
So I think I'm going to do it on my birthday in August.
Ooh.
So I think it's going to be
Okay.
August 7th,
So you
but
got
I'm going to
some
release
time
like a
on that.
single or two
Okay.
before then. So
Because you
watch
could
out
put
for
it
that.
right on
Wet
like
the
March
palate.
14th and
I
just
know,
give us a
right?
whole week of
Hey
Brett
guys,
Gray.
I know, right? I don't want to distract them too much. You
So
know?
what's going on with this E EP?
So it's called Easy Days. It's sort of a retelling of a story of my like sort of first childhood girlfriend, and it uses all the sounds from like the early 2000s and the late 90s. So we have like a lot of piano and sort of some sampling going on.
Right in my wheelhouse.
Right? It's like R&B, a little poppy,
Okay.
but basically like just trying to get people dancing again and
Nice.
you know,
Yes.
like the groove back. You know?
Yes,
So
I
it's
love
not
it.
super like trap. It's not anything like that. It's really just like digestible R&B.
I love this.
Yeah.
And are you writing all the songs yourself?
Yep, me.
Nice.
I have two executive producers, Mario and Sean Boyd, who are awesome. We sort of bounce ideas back, and it's cool to have them because you can say, "Hey, this is the idea I had for this song, and I'm not really sure about this part lyrically.
Yeah.
What can we do?" And then we kind of. I almost want to call it like a baking process.
Yeah.
Where I'll come in with a full song written and an idea, and we sort of go through line by line and say, well, how could we say this better? How
Collaboration,
could we use
man.
this as an image? You know,
Cool.
I love
So-
it. Collaboration breeds all kinds of great art.
Yeah, I'm
for
super
sure.
excited. I just got some like rough mixes yesterday of some new songs I've been working on, so I am ready
Nice.
for this. I'm excited.
Well,
Brett,
once,
you have to come back.
I was
and
going to
I'm gonna
say,
come back.
once
Yeah.
that's
Have
out,
me.
but we can't wait until August to see Brett with 2 T's again.
Come
That's
on.
true.
So we gotta plan something in the meantime.
I'm sure
but
there'll be more.
But yeah, man, when all that comes out, like we'd love to play it on the
Yes,
show.
please.
And yeah, dude, you're a breath of fresh air, Brett.
Thank
Truly.
you.
I knew I would love another Brett
Thank you.
Yeah.
because I love this Brett. I'm again pointing at myself. But yeah, man. Well, congratulations with everything, and
Thank
thanks
you.
for coming
Thanks
in.
for having me.
The last thing to do with you,
Yes.
we do this with all of our guests.
Great.
Now,
I'm ready for whatever
okay,
this
I
is
have
about
two
to be.
note cards. I have a purple one and I have an orange one.
Right.
And also, ignore what's going on this back wall. I haven't really mentioned it, but we're in the process of redoing this back wall. That's why there's construction equipment behind me. Sorry about that. I meant to
actually
apologize
read this.
to you about that when you came in. I don't even know why I'm rambling right now.
Sure.
He's so excited. He's nervous.
I know, right?
He's rambling.
Can't wait.
I just like Brett
Wait,
so much.
what
Now
is
I'm becoming
the envelope?
Okay, all
I'm
right,
scared.
all right, here we
you
go.
can't
We're
just
moving on.
build the anticipation.
Okay.
of this.
2 note cards.
Right.
One in each hand. They each contain a different line of questioning.
Okay.
But you determine which line of questioning I ask you because I put them behind my back
Right.
and then I mix them up a little bit and you tell me right or left.
Left.
8 questions.
Done.
I like
Get
the
over
I
it.
like the quickness of that. No
Yeah.
waiting around.
Come on. No.
None of that for Brett Gray.
First impulse.
All right, 8 questions. Now
Right.
these start out easy, and then if you're not crying by the end, I've done something wrong. So if you're not crying, we'll have to go back and take it again.
Great.
All right, question number 1 with Brett Gray, Jamal from On My Block. And what's the character's name in Rise?
His name is Clyde.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought I might have stumped
I'll just
you.
say that. You did stump me a little bit.
Okay. Number 1, most used emoji.
The tongue out with the wink.
Like that? Good. Number 2, I wonder if you're going to be too young for this. Number 2.
What?
Did you ever have an AOL instant messenger?
Absolutely an AIM.
You did?
Oh, come on.
All right.
I was the king of AIM.
All right.
I had the E-machine computer when every time you get on the internet, it's like,
All right. You know,
Yeah,
Brett, I
yeah.
stand corrected. I know a thing or two about being a little older and playing high school myself.
Thank you.
I know a thing or two about that.
Yes.
All right. So you had an AIM. What was your screen name?
It was Brett wants a cookie. All lowercase, underscore, 4567.
Underscore. I love that there's an underscore.
Underscore 4567 because my friend had 5678 and I was not going to let her get away with it. Yeah, so 4567.
Oh my God.
Number 3. Who
Brett
is
wants
your
a cookie.
celebrity crush?
Ooh, oh gosh. Do you guys know the artist Sabrina Claudio?
No.
Oh, she's a newer artist coming up right now. Her music is super like sensual, beautiful R&B.
Nice.
And she like wears satin dresses and sings these awesome like falsetto ballads, and
Ooh.
I cannot get enough.
Ooh, Katie, turn the lights down. Keep talking.
Yes.
That sounds odd. Wait, what's her name again?
Sabrina Claudio.
Sabrina Claudio.
She's unplugging her right now. I hope she can hear
Shout
something
out.
because, hey, I'm single.
Hey man, listen. You got a big Netflix show coming
know,
out. You got
right?
Rise on NBC. I mean, you know,
Exactly.
you're bound to run into her at
You
a
guys
at
can
a-
collab
at
or
a-
Let's
something.
collab, yeah.
Yeah, collab. You're bound to run into her at an after party somewhere.
Listen, I'm ready for the day. You know what? It's crazy because if I saw her, I would act like I had no idea who she was and just walk past her.
Well, yeah, you gotta play it cool.
Yeah, I'd be like, hi, what's your name? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Oh man.
Ew.
You want to role play that out with Katie real quick?
Sure.
You could practice. All right, so Katie, now now let me set the scene. Let me set the mood.
I'm so ready for
Katie,
this.
you're wearing a satin dress. You
Oh,
sing
no.
you sing in a high falsetto, maybe like a cool R&B vibe. You're way cooler than Katie LeClaire. Whoa,
Yeah.
sick burn. Sick burn. Okay, so now Sabrina?
Sabrina.
Sabrina, you're Sabrina, and you got your back turned because you're playing it cool too.
Yeah, well, obviously.
You got a satin dress, maybe a little off the shoulder. You know.
The off the
And the
shoulder.
sexiest thing about you is that you don't know you're sexy. So keep that in mind.
Right. No, Sabrina knows she's sexy.
She knows.
No, I know, but I'm saying outwardly she doesn't know.
Okay.
Like in all her interviews, she's like, I was a nerd growing up. You know what I mean? But- okay. Now, Brett, you're there too.
Okay.
Now, come on,
Brett,
play it
you're there
cool,
too.
play it cool.
I'm playing it cool.
All right. Go ahead. And action.
Hey,
Hi.
you come here often?
Every Tuesday, where have you been?
You know, I'm sort of new to this thing. Yeah. I got a chance to hear your songs earlier.
Oh.
Yeah, they're cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a singer as well. I'm
You
also an
are?
actor.
Oh, have I seen you in anything?
Well, March 16th, my Netflix show drops.
Netflix.
And also March 13th, my NBC show drops.
Oh.
And also August, my EP drops. And also, I was just on Law & Order 2 weeks ago. So
What's your name?
Perfect. See? It works.
Scene.
See? Perfect.
good.
if I
Good
could just
stuff.
take that whole conversation and then
Yeah.
sort of steal it and
Yeah.
have that actually happen.
Oh, you can have it. Yeah, you
Good.
can have it.
Just play her the audio from this.
Done.
The only part I would
then you're
add
done.
in
You're
is
in.
like, on my block, it's only like total running time 5 hours. We could probably watch that
I
whole
would-
thing
well,
right
that's
now.
where I
You
was
want to
headed
Netflix
there.
and chill. So
Yeah,
that
exactly.
was my
where
next
it is.
question.
Yeah,
Do you,
that's where
do
it
you
is.
wanna do you want a my show and chill?
Do you want to my show?
Oh.
My show, your music and chill.
There you go. Oh wow, air horn. Where were we? I got lost.
Same.
in the moment.
We
there.
were at something about
That's
who's
good.
a celebrity question.
Oh yeah. Okay. Number 4. What is your favorite candy bar?
Oh, I don't like candy. Can I cheat and say like a pastry?
No.
No?
I'm gonna need a candy bar.
Fudge.
I thought about letting you get away with it.
I saw it.
Just on the fact that your name is Brett.
There was
but
a glimmer
then
of
was
hope
like,
I had
no.
there. My favorite candy bar?
You gotta pick one.
I feel like they're all chocolate, and I don't really like chocolate like that.
They are kind of all chocolate.
My favorite candy, I'm going to say Kit Kat, but I can't finish the whole thing. It's just
That's
too
all right.
rich. But
All right.
I'll
I just
break
have
it
to
in
have
half.
an answer. That's
Yeah.
all right.
Kit Kat.
Okay. What would the pastry have been though?
Strawberry shortcake, Little Debbie. I can eat the entire box. It's really bad.
So funny.
But no, my kicker, guys, I'm really not exaggerating.
No, I believe
have
you.
a pint of Haagen-Dazs strawberry ice cream every single night.
No, you don't.
No. There's 5 of them in my freezer right now.
Every night?
Every night. An entire pint.
What is happening?
It's all I eat because I'm always working.
How do you stay so...
No.
Svelte.
You know, Brett, I went from loving you
Genetics.
to immediately hating you.
I know, it's rough.
In the course of 2 seconds.
That was his
No, I'm
sick
just
burn to me.
I'm just
you
kidding.
know.
He's just jelly.
I'm so jealous of that. Oh, I fluctuate. I fluctuate horribly. I'm so jealous of it.
I wish I fluctuated.
Oh, no, you don't. Believe me. It's a
Interesting.
horrible, horrible, horrible world.
Be interesting.
Interesting.
You have to have
number
2 sides
5.
of your closet.
Thin all the time.
Oh, my God. Number 5. Finish this sentence. Something I need to improve upon is...
Sleeping.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably could have answered that for you.
Yeah.
Number 6. What is your spirit animal and why?
A koala. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like cuddly but vicious is kind of what I want to be.
Second
Vicious.
time someone has told me that koalas are vicious.
Yeah. They are vicious animals, but also the cutest
But
things
adorbs.
that hug trees.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7. Do you prefer wearing boxers, boxer briefs, tidy whities, or you just go commando?
Never commando because there's too many factors that could happen.
Seen something about
You
marrying
might meet
one
Sabrina.
too many times.
You might meet Sabrina. It might be cold out. You never know what could happen. I'm gonna say boxer briefs only because you know what? That might be too much compression. This is hard.
Which one do you prefer?
I'm gonna go with boxer briefs just because, just in case everything is all wrapped up tight and I don't have to worry about breathability.
Without looking, you know what color you're wearing today?
No. Couldn't tell you. Maybe Tommy Hilfiger? Nope. Hanes. Blue. Cool.
Oh, wait. You almost showed the people. You want to show the people?
Oh, yeah. Show the people on YouTube there.
Hey, guys.
There you go. Yeah. What
Brett
a world.
just took
My
his pants off.
Haagen-Dazs.
What?
Just kidding.
Sabrina, tune in.
Hey, Sabrina. She's like, no.
Number 8 is the most important question of them all. It's the last question.
Great. Should I cry now?
Well, I haven't gotten
Okay,
there
all right,
yet.
all right. I'll prep.
The most important question of them all, I ask people this question even in life because it's a simple question, I think, and I think it's a simple answer, but your answer will tell me everything that I need to know about you as a person.
Oh, all right.
Brett Gray,
Yeah.
we've gone over it a million times, but let's just do it again. March 16th, Netflix, On My Block.
Plug in
March
it.
13th, Rise on NBC. And a 7-song EP dropping at some point, and he will definitely come back on the show and tell you all about it. You said that into the microphone, so I'm holding you to it.
100%.
Question number 8.
Gosh.
For Brett Gray,
Yes.
once again, Jamal, On My Block, March 16th.
My heart.
What is... We'll be right back after the break. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Whew.
Okay. What is your favorite fruit?
Banana.
That's a wrap, everybody, on another edition of the Brett Davern Show.
I was sure you were going to say strawberry ice cream.
Thank you out there for listening live on Adobe Radio, subscribing on YouTube, iTunes, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you like what you heard, just tell a friend.
Tell him.
Tell him.
Say goodbye, Producer Katie.
Goodbye.
Producer Katie is on Twitter and Instagram at Katie LeClaire. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at BDav. You can follow the show on any social media, including Facebook at Brett Davern Show. Katie's just distracted me. What she handed me. Today's guest, Brett Gray. can be seen on My Block on Netflix March 16th or Rise on NBC March 13th. Check him out, everybody. Also, give him a follow on social media. It is
at IAM Brett Gray.
There you go.
On all platforms.
Keeping it consistent.
Come on.
Attaboy.
Got to.
What else, Katie? Also, be sure to keep it locked to Adobe Radio here all day long. Lots of good shows, lots of good music. Tonight, Dangerous Darren, 7 p.m. Eastern, Waldman's Words, 8 p.m. Eastern, and the Nick Major Show.
Shout out Nick Major.
10 p.m. Eastern. Keep it right here on Adobe, everybody. Once again, for Katie and Boy Wonder and Matt Adocious and whoever's texting in from the 925 and the 34 and the 920 and the 44. Oh, by the way, the 425 won the fire emoji today. And the 44 and the 480. I am Brett, and I'm reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other.
And sick burn.
That was our show. Good night. Well, now I'm confused on what to go with. Katie always hands me the who I should say good night to, and now there's too many on here. Should we just do them all?
Well, I think we should make the correction first, and then you should say goodnight to...
Oh. Well, no, here, I'll do it like that. I'll do it like this.
Okay, you're in charge. It's your show.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant...
No, I didn't either. No,
right,
you're good.
right.
You're good.
Sick burn.
All right.
No.
Sick burn. That was one. That was like flawless shade. Yes.
All right. Good night, Sabrina Claudio.
Yes.
Lauren. And Hal. And Namor. Is that how he said it? Namor.
Who is
actually a Marvel character. Aquaman is DC. Lamont Magee, you got it wrong. Good night, everybody.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back tomorrow on Adobe Radio Live, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.